So, what's a surprising or lesser known insight about AI tools that most people overlook?
Yeah. So the thing normal people, the consumer people overlook on AI is most of the AI tools that you see is a wrapper of ChatGPT or any LLM like Cloud.
Mhm.
So it's a wrapper. It's built upon that.
Welcome to All About AI's podcast, where AI meets the future. I am your host, Faiza Ehsan, and today's guest is someone who's just not riding the AI wave, he's shaping it. Meet Aniket Chhetri, the founder of AI Zones, one of the biggest AI tool directories with over 200,000 users. In just 2 years, he personally tested and implemented 1,000 plus AI tools. And what's even crazier, before AI, he was into music and racked up nearly 1 million streams on international labels. If you want to master AI, this is the man to learn from. Let's welcome him.
Hi.
So, hello, Aniket. It's a pleasure to have you on board.
Hi. Thanks for inviting me. It's
Great.
good to talk.
Great. So let's start with the first question. So tell us a bit about your background. How did your passion for AI begin, and what motivated you to going forward with it?
So I would say I have started my journey as in sound engineering, and where while I was always intact with the technology, basically all the computer softwares and everything. So my whole life has been spent in front of my screen doing different things with the different softwares. And when the ChatGPT 3.5 was released, it was like the ultimate thing that was missing from the computer. It was the thing that was something that could make things really better, I would say. And I could I could see a very big opportunities, and that got me hooked. I tried a lot of things. I tried implementing them. I saw a lot of opportunity. That's what got me involved in AI at the first, and it was really interesting, obviously.
Great. So were you always involved like before AI, or your interest started when AI emerges from the from a non-technical field?
So I was always a technical guy, and obviously before ChatGPT 3.5, I did not know anything about the AI. So after that ChatGPT 3.5 came out, then I could see the possibilities. I could see how things could have changed and how it's gonna change. And I could see the things that I was doing, it won't be viable in the future. So I had to make a change like everyone else. That's why yeah, that's why I started the AI journey.
That's always fascinating to hear. So, what are the essential concepts non technical people should understand before using AI for coding? Mhm.
Yeah, so I think there's a misconception that anyone can code or anyone can make platform, anyone can make a website with AI. While that is not entirely true,
Mhm.
because even to code, even to make a platform, even to make a program, you need to have some kind of I would say in-depth knowledge of coding, in-depth knowledge of technology. For example, if you want to build a platform like AI Zones, it's not like you would just ask an AI to build a platform of an where people can find AI tools. There are a lot more things like you have to learn about you. I mean, not learn nowadays, but you have to know about databases. You have to know about programming languages. You have to know about some kind of logic, and you have to have some kind of knowledge in order to do a better prompt, in order to debug things. So I think that is the biggest misconception that there is AI, you can build anything, but that's not true. Maybe you can build things like one landing page or anything like that, but
Mhm.
even in that, a lot of psychology and a lot of uh, things goes uh, behind that.
Yeah, that's interesting. So, what
Uh,
was the first AI tool you ever tried for coding, and did it feel like a match?
I mean, the first was obviously ChatGPT 3.5,
Mm-hmm.
and I started with coding actually. Like I had a little bit of conversation with ChatGPT 3.5, Then right after a few conversations, I started with coding because I could see a lot of possibilities. And the first thing that I have coded was basically an app script.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, with ChatGPT, I have coded app script for like Google spreadsheet. That was pretty handy, and the, it 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 was really hard to code actually in the beginning, because when you code something, you test it out, then you again
Mm-hmm.
copy the code, then put it in the conversation and say like this is not working, just make it different. So definitely it didn't feel like magic, but it was something that was it was open to possibilities, I would say.
Yeah, that's true. It either blows your mind or breaks your brain, right?
Yeah, I could see the possibilities like where it could go, even though at that time it wasn't there. But after ChatGPT 4, 4.40, it was
Mm-hmm.
really even the cloud and everything.
All right. So, if what we can say, if you had to describe ChatGPT or Copilot to your grandma, how would you do it?
I mean, see, obviously, I won't be able to go technical, right?
Hmm.
So I would just say, it's just now you can talk to computers. Now you can talk to machines and they will talk back. That's it.
Yeah,
And
love
how,
this.
yeah,
All
that's
right.
it.
So, Aniket, you have tested and implemented over 1,000 plus AI tools. What's a surprising or lesser known insight about AI tools that most people overlook?
I One thing is obviously there are two. I feel like there are two categories divided in AI landscape. One is
Mm-hmm.
the technical part. I would say technical AI landscape, and another is consumer AI landscape. So one where it's like 50-50, okay, where developers talk about APIs, MCPs, and everything, and other is where consumer they just see the results, how ChatGPT is giving them the conversations, how ChatGPT is giving them the images and everything. So that is consumer.
I bet.
Uh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat the question again?
So, what's a surprising or lesser known insight about AI tools that most people overlook?
Yeah. So the thing normal people, the consumer people overlook on AI is most of the AI tools that you see is a wrapper of ChatGPT or any LLM like cloud.
Mhm.
So it's a wrapper. It's built upon that. People have this misconception that this AI tools maybe have been built from scratch, but it's just using the back end of ChatGPT to uh, yeah, run that particular AI tool.
Yeah. So,
That
since
is
you've
something
already,
misconception.
yeah. So, I bet you have seen things most people wouldn't even imagine.
I mean, I saw a lot of, you can say that I have seen a lot of companies that have started because of the hype in 2023, and right now they are no longer functional.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
that is something I have seen a lot, especially in 2025.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that
AI
is
is
something.
trending everywhere.
Yeah.
So, with so many users and views, what trends you have noticed and how many people are adopting AI tools? Mm.
Yeah. So I can see that 90% of the thing could be done by ChatGPT itself.
Hmm.
And more products are like, if any product comes on trend, for example, earlier, before this custom GPTs, there was one platform called Character AI.
Yeah.
Still there. It was really popular, and because of that popularity, ChatGPT have either implemented that on their own platform called custom GPTs
Hmm.
or something like that. So I could see that trend, that anything that goes in trend, that big companies just copy it. So
Yeah.
right now it's very hard market, if anyone wants to build a product, a company from scratch, they have to consider these big companies like Google, OpenAI, Anthropic as their competitions.
Yeah. So
That's
it's always
right.
exciting to see where people are headed. So you mentioned in your LinkedIn that no ads or hacks, just real AI driven value. How do you maintain the authenticity or trust on your platform? Hmm.
Uh, so in AI zones, as you can see, you can it's very flexible,
Yeah.
as in anywhere other from other platform is really flexible. You can find AI tools from different categories from different platform. The main focus of our platform is that people could find AI tools which are latest, which are new, or even old, which are on trend, uh, very comfortably and very easily and even quickly. So that's why the platform is absolutely free. Anyone who wants to use find AI tools, we have implemented AI search functionality, so anyone can type their queries and find the AI tools related to that query. So yeah,
That's refreshing. So, what's the smartest way for professionals to integrate ChatGPT and prompt engineering into their daily workflows?
uh, well, it depends, like what uh, type of work they do,
Yeah.
and definitely implementing it has become necessary, and people somewhere somewhat are already using ChatGPT for their day-to-day problems,
Yeah, that's true.
even food related or life related, or they it's personal. And but one thing I see people lagging is in the prompt, which is the only language that you can talk to AI with. And and if I have to give an advice, like how to give proper prompt, then it will be just like, give as much as detail as possible. Right? Now, for if I have to give an example, someone, if I have to say, like, write an email to Faiza,
Hmm.
yeah, the ChatGPT will give like 2 page long email. I would
Yeah,
say, write an email to Faiza in one paragraph and try to make a subject line or hook compelling and interesting, and add the points in Boolean points. So that will give a very good result, I would say.
yeah. So this is something so many people want to get right, right? I'm
Yeah.
sure our listeners will really appreciate some practical tips you gave here. So can you share a few more practical prompt engineering tips that anyone apply to boost productivity?
Yeah. So I think one of the thing is, firstly, always I feel like you should dictate rather than typing,
Yeah,
because when you type you get really sidetracked what to type, or it's really, for me at least. So when you dictate things, it's much easier and with the flow. That is one tip. Second tip is you give the model a role. For example, if you want, basically, if you want a recipe from particular things you have or have in your kitchen, right? If you have certain vegetables and you want some kind of recipe, then you can give the chat GPT, you can give that AI a role. For example, you can add it in the prompt that you are a cook, maybe you are a Gordon Ramsay, and you have to make a dish from this available vegetables only. What would you do? Then you can talk to the AI, you can iterate it. As much as information you give, the better results get,
that's
right?
nice. All right. So many people think AI coding is only for developers. How can a non-technical people start using AI for coding tasks?
Um, so first of all, I think everyone has to have a goal.
Hmm.
Like, if you just want to code, there is no point, right? You have to have a goal. What do you want to create? And if you want to make a business, uh, then it's a lot more than coding, right? If you want to make a business, there are things goes like monetization, sales, marketing, and coding is just one small part. Once you have the goal clear and concise, then you can start working on it. And to start off, you can use platforms like Replit if you want to have if you want the platform to make everything. Replit is a platform which will create the app application and also deploy it. So then you don't have to. It's there is no manual work
Yeah.
as compared to using Cursor. Cursor is like another platform which goes into your VS. I mean, it has its own IDE. So ex with Cursor, you can edit existing code bases. So Replit, you can just add to Replit your prompt that you want to create a particular application. Then Replit will create it. Then you can refine it to make it better. Yeah, I think one more advice I can give is, I mean, it's little bit technical, but obviously it's promoted as it's non-technical. If anyone wants to get started, they can use platform like, if it is a basic business like e-commerce or anything like that. I think still Shopify, Wix have their own AI builders now, and
Hmm.
which is really easy to start and it doesn't matter. They handles everything. So getting started by those platforms are really convenient, I would say, if the idea is simple,
Yeah.
like e-commerce.
So that's really encouraging advice for our listeners and viewers. So, breaking down these barriers really opens their door. So, what beginner friendly AI tools or workflows do you recommend for those who wanting to automate tasks without a technical background?
Um, so there are, I would say, couple of ways you can automate things. First of all, uh, basic automation has been done from ages. It's not like AI has brought automation. That is one of the misconception, by the way. Everyone thinks that automation has just because AI, because of the AI. But the platform like Zapier, Make.com, you can create very easy automation. You can just uh, create any automation, like basically like if you want anything to do with your spreadsheet, or if you want anything to add to your drive, anything such, you can do an automation, but you have to have some knowledge about some APIs and everything like that. But that is very simple. And other thing is custom automation, which uh, requires coding. But with the help of chat GPT, and there are some custom GPT, I feel like it's even more easier than using make.com, but maybe not for all. And the third is AI agents
Yeah.
kind of automation, where uh, basically it's simple. Basically, it's traditional automation only, but in there, in middle, there is one AI agent which takes the decisions. Basically, that's all. That's what AI agent does. So for that, Anet N is a platform which is really helpful, and you
Mm-hmm.
can find also different kind of templates where you can just implement it. And right now in Anet N, sorry, there is, I guess, AI workflow builder also. So basically you will
Yeah.
just prompt and they will build the AI agent by themselves.
That's great. So, starting small and smart is the key right here. So, from your experience, which industries are leading in AI adoption and which are lagging behind?
That's a good question. So I'll start with which is lagging behind.
Hmm.
I'll say which industry is not implementing AI at all, is the music industry actually. So if
As you are
you,
already have a background in music, right?
yes, and there is a tendency of musician and artists that they just don't want to accept it because it takes away a lot of things. But rightfully so, because there are few platforms like Suno AI, uh, and Udio, which basically generates a whole music, and it does very good job. It does
Hmm.
a very good job. But the thing is, there are a lot of restriction have been put on those music. So if someone generate musics and upload to Spotify,
Yeah.
they won't be able to monetize those. So people cannot earn
Because
from
of
them.
AI?
Yes, because of AI. So they are working on technologies. So even if it's a AI generated, you cannot monetize it. All right.
Oh,
And in the workflow, like obviously in the uh, in the software where people make music, a DAW, people just use it traditionally. I don't see any changes at all. Any changes at all. Maybe there are some uh, plugins like Synth GPT. There was one plugin where you can just type out the kind of sound you need and it generates you the sound. But people are not using that because it does not give them the flexibility.
yeah.
So
I think yeah, I
music is
think this
something
is
that
the
is
point. This is the point
yeah.
where you decided to switch your career.
I mean you could say that. So yeah, music is one industry where AI is not implemented, but I think that's gonna change because of Google's new platform called Lyra, and that is basically what is doing it. It's gonna generate sample music, and you can use it in your own music. It's not like generating whole music, but it'll generate samples. So I think that's how people gonna implement. But obviously, uh, right now it's not been, you know, uh, it's not being used much. I think that's one industry people not know about more.
And maybe
Another
people
is
don't want to accept it.
yeah. I mean that's what I'm saying. Musician artists have this tendency to not accept new things.
Hmm.
Like even if you go back in the days before 2000s, the drummer, they, so drums have been replicated by digital drums. So any producer can recreate the drums. And they was like, drummers like we're gonna just do our thing. It doesn't matter. So they did not accept that. And a lot of people face problem, but drummers still exist. So I mean, it's just uncertain. Everything is so uncertain right now. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's true.
I spend a lot of time nowadays lately thinking what is certain, and there is nothing certain right now. Anything could change. Anything could shift drastically. I think I'm right. Few days I've been in Reddit a lot asking questions. What do you think gonna happen after AI and everything? What do you think that this industry would be affected? I asked this about agency, music, and everything, and people are just having a lot of conversation. That's fun. But even after all that, I am not certain like which things gonna stay and which things not gonna stay because AI is just in a rapid pace.
Yeah. And which industries are leading in AI adoption? What do you think?
Hmm. So AI adoption, definitely software engineering, coding. That is something they have adopted, and they have adopted so much that now they cannot code without AI.
Yeah,
But
that's true.
definitely, I don't think it's like it's gonna replace them because obviously there are a lot of technical knowledge goes behind, but for just like to make a platform, make a company. So yeah, coding, software engineering, and I think even AI has bled into every industry, but not something that it swallowed everything. It's just there.
Yeah.
It's like a
It
sidekick.
helps your job.
Yeah.
Yeah. So where do you see AI's impact going beyond automation? How is it reshaping creativity and innovation?
So I think right now the big name is Google VEO3, Google
Yeah.
VO3, and that
It's all
is
over
generate
the so
yeah, that is generating like really realistic
yeah.
videos, and everyone is freaking
Yeah,
out
even
about that.
I saw so many videos on LinkedIn as well about fake news, fake with weather forecast, and everything that is fake generated by you.
Yeah, I mean, so that's the question that at least I ask: what is gonna be the future? Because the future is so uncertain. Like I asked this question in, if you see my profile, I have uploaded like five videos, five short films, which were
Mm-hmm.
made by Google VO3. And in every video, I have added the question, what do you think the future is gonna be? Earlier, when the social media was launched, the motive of the social media was to connect people,
Yeah.
but it did the opposite. It basically isolated people. And it made everyone creators, and just, it made a very different world that no one imagined.
Yeah, that's true.
No one could anticipate also. So, so that taking that thing in consideration, right now we don't know where AI is gonna head. It's just uncertain because human behavior could change. Because right now, if you see, anything could go in trend, anything at
Yeah.
all. Like,
Yeah.
doesn't even make sense, right? And we are
That's true.
thinking, why
We
why
don't
this
even know
cringe,
what
yeah,
will
why
happen.
this cringe content is going viral for no reason. We don't even know.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
even with AI, we don't know where it's gonna go. Maybe there will be a whole industry on AI videos, on AI movies. We don't know. But one thing I think that could be very interesting and that could be true, that I speculate, is like big companies like Google
Mm-hmm.
or OpenAI will release something like a creator kit out, just giving it a name. And this creator kit, you can clone yourself. You have a digital clone of yourself. Okay. And once you have a digital clone of yourself, you can make that person make videos of you, make that person sing a song,
Kind of avatar like.
dance, but you will have the right of that person because that's
Mm.
you. So I think
Yeah.
that's where it could go, because if other people use other people personas, then it will be lot troubling for other people. So if there is a new law that comes out that no one can use other personas, including their own, then
Mm-hmm.
maybe people can just use their personas, they use their digital clone to do everything, everything.
Yeah. So yeah, that's true. We never know where this will lead us. So since you mentioned about your LinkedIn journey, what motivated you to become an AI creator on that platform? Mm.
See, I feel like, the everyone is trying to find opportunity in this particular, uh, I would say, change. Everyone trying to find where is the opportunity, because obviously everything is uncertain and there is something, some opportunities, and everyone can take advantage of. And one
Yeah.
of the biggest opportunities right now is the uh, being a creator,
Yeah.
because there is endless content. You can just keep making content.
Yeah.
And LinkedIn is something, it's growing rapidly.
Yeah. It's such a
Even in
powerful
LinkedIn there
place.
is an opportunity, and even in AI there is an opportunity, because content is unlimited and everyone wants to know about those content.
Yeah.
I
That's
have
true.
started, I think you texted me, I mean, we had this conversation about this meeting like a couple of months back, right?
Yeah. That's true.
And back then I had around 1700 or 2000 followers. Right now I have around 5600 followers. So there is an opportunity, big opportunity.
Yeah.
And other thing is, I already have built a platform, already have so much knowledge seen inside of AI industry. So I thought it would be nice to, tell the world that what I've done.
Yeah. Even I saw you on LinkedIn and people started knowing you, right? Your platform started growing. And I hope, and I really wish that after this podcast, you grow more in your professional.
Thank you so much.
So,
And
so, okay, all right. So you encourage everyone to have LinkedIn, right? So why is it crucial, and especially for professionals who embracing AI?
see,
What do you think about
link.
that?
Uh, could you please repeat the question one more time?
Okay, so you encourage everyone to have LinkedIn, right?
Yes.
So what do you think? Why is it crucial,
Okay.
especially for professionals, those embracing AI?
Okay.
Mm.
So, LinkedIn, I think first of all, I think everyone is on LinkedIn.
Yeah,
All right. The people who are not in LinkedIn are basically, I feel like, who are in music industry. To be honest,
that
see,
I
it's
think
because
that music industry hooked you up, right?
yeah, I mean, see, these are two different things. I mean,
Yeah,
this corporate business and music industry are
music.
two complete.
Yeah, even what I believe, musicians don't even consider signing up for LinkedIn's, right?
Yeah, they don't. So because there is nothing there. Even if I
Yeah.
mean, so that's the thing. For musician and everything, it's Instagram, YouTube, and for LinkedIn, it's the best thing. Best thing about LinkedIn is it's everything is so much organized.
Organize and corporate, right?
Yeah, and I like that. Everything is so organized. Everyone is very professional. That is a good thing. A lot of people say that it's LinkedIn is boring and everything, but I think it's really good because sometimes professionalism is something we need because if you go to Twitter or Instagram, they can say anything. There
Yeah,
is
that's
no,
true.
I mean, putting
There's
up
no
little bit.
restriction, right?
Sometimes putting up little bit filter is nice to
Yeah,
have.
yeah,
So
that's true.
that's one of the reason because LinkedIn, everyone already have LinkedIn, but they are not a creator. They are like 1 billion users in LinkedIn, but obviously not everyone posts.
Yeah.
So I feel like anyone who work in corporate or even not in corporate, they have LinkedIn, and I encourage people to do it because it's. I mean, that's how you find jobs nowadays, right? If
And
you
that's
want
true.
if you want connection, if you want to find work, LinkedIn is the place. And obviously, with AI and everything, I think LinkedIn is providing a lot of opportunities. Actually, you can you can. I feel like if you are a creator or if you are a business owner, LinkedIn gives you your profile, whi- which profile works as a landing page.
Hmm.
People can just click on visit my website, or you can add any particular link and they can go to that particular link, right?
Yeah.
So LinkedIn is very convenient. That's
So
why I would
moving,
say.
all right. So moving forward, what's your vision for the future of AI, and how can individuals or business can stay ahead of the curve?
Mhm. So everyone is having FOMO nowadays, right? For AI, everyone is panicking somehow that how we gonna implement AI and how we gonna use AI to our fullest. But the thing is, the thing that I knew 2 years back about AI that I have learned is have become obsolete. I mean, they are no use. The things are changing so rapidly. Whatever you learn today, tomorrow, that will make no sense. It's like that. So, so right now, I would say stick. Like if an AI tool comes out and everyone is talking about it, that means that AI tool has done a great job. For
Yeah.
example, ChatGPT. So
And it's all over the world.
you stick with that. Don't get sidetracked. Right now, other is now people are talking about VO3. So if you are a AI video maker, you stick with VO3 now. And if you are a photographer, Mid Journey is the best. You stick with Mid Journey. That's how you implement. Another business, like whatever industry you are, there are one or two AI tools that everyone talks about in the industry. So stick with that because if you go sidetrack, you will get confused a lot.
That's true. This is the kind of insight our listeners will always remember. So, lastly, Aniket, I want to have a little advice for our listeners who want to start their AI journey but don't know where to begin. So, what's your take on this?
Someone who wants to start their AI journey, but they don't know where to start.
Yeah.
Uh, Start with Chat GPT. See, I would say 90% of all the work could be done by Chat GPT. And Chat GPT has a lot of hidden features that people don't know about.
Yeah. There are so many
Chat
custom
GPT,
GPTs, people don't know even about it.
yes. And those custom GPTs are gold if you use it properly. You find, for example, if you see my LinkedIn descriptions, and there is one custom GPT called LinkedIn content maker, description maker, something like that, which has a lot of, for you can see how the review is also. The
Yeah.
GPTs which has good review, they can produce better results. So I use that GPT and it always gives me a description which is really good to read. It's very concise and like it goes viral most of the time. So people can use different GPTs. These GPTs are the model which are designed to do or talk as an expertise in particular field that they are designed on, and that helps a lot. It makes a lot of difference. Second thing is there are custom instructions. So basically, uh, if you're a podcaster, you can custom give that GPT custom instruction. Like I'm a podcaster, I need to answer it in particular way. Uh, you you can add anything in custom
Yeah.
GPT custom instruction, and it will in every output it takes care of that and give you that results. And uh, other than that, now GPT has memories.
Yeah.
The more you talk to it, it remembers you and have understands you basically. Now, if you don't think about it emotionally, technically, it just saves up all your contacts and analyze it and give you the output that you would like or that works for you, which is really helpful, I guess. And that is where everyone should start. Everyone should create their own GPT. What I do basically is uh, I have a note where I save all my prompts. So if I want to create a newsletter, for example, then I would spend maybe 15-20 minutes telling the GPT that I want a newsletter in this format. I want the word limit to be only maybe 10 to 15 words and in Boolean points. So it generates me the output. Then
Yeah.
I tell the GPT that now give me a prompt that will generate this output every time I give you this prompt. And it'll give me the prompt. And I test it out, maybe make some fixes, then I save that prompt. Now you can
That's
use that
cool.
prompt.
That's really cool. So, thank you so much, Aniket, for taking the time to speak with us. We really appreciate your effort. Honestly, I really feel like it's such a nice and insightful conversation.
Yeah, thank you for having me. It was very good talking to you too, Faida.
Great. So, best wishes and good luck for your future. Take care.
Yeah, thank you. Bye. You
Okay,
too.
bye.